Global military spending in 2024 exploded to a record-breaking $2.7 trillion. That's the sharpest rise since the Cold War, an astonishing 9.4% leap in just 12 months. The world is arming itself at a pace we've never seen before, and it's happening everywhere. Is the world preparing for peace or gearing up for war? As diplomacy falters and ceasefires fade into silence, nations are speaking with their wallets, and they're investing heavily in one thing: military power. But the real question is, why now? Why is every region, from Europe to Asia, from the Middle East to the Americas, rushing to build up their military arsenals? Let's start with the top 5 military spenders of 2024. The nations that now control 60% of global defense budgets. At number 1, the United States, spending nearly $997 billion, accounting for 37% of global military expenditure. Second, China, with $314 billion, doubling down on regional dominance in Asia-Pacific. Third, Russia, a whopping 38% increase from last year, totaling $149 billion, driven by the never-ending war in Ukraine. Fourth, Germany, with a record $88.5 billion, a 28% jump, its biggest hike since reunification. And at number 5, India, with $86.1 billion, a steady 1.6% rise, but backed by one of the world's most complex and volatile border tensions with both Pakistan and China. From the ashes of Eastern Europe to the burning sands of Gaza, it's war that's fueling wallets. Russia-Ukraine, Israel-Hamas, Israel-Hezbollah. And now, fresh tremors on the India-Pakistan front. Tensions flare, missiles fly, and in boardrooms and war rooms, military budgets swell. In Europe, defense spending is no longer a debate, it's a necessity. NATO nations collectively spent over $1.5 billion. Poland, threatened by proximity to war, boosted its budget by 31%. Sweden, now a NATO member, by 34%. And in the Middle East, the numbers are staggering. Israel's military budget skyrocketed by 65% to $46.5 billion, the highest increase since the 1967 war. That's nearly 9% of its GDP. Lebanon followed with a 58% surge. Asia is ramping up its military might, and the numbers speak volumes. Even peace-oriented Japan has recorded its highest defense spending increase since 1952. Meanwhile, India has emerged as the world's 5th largest military spender in 2024, with an expenditure of $86.1 billion, a 1.6% rise from the previous year. So what we are seeing is not just spending, it's signaling. These nations are preparing, not for if conflict happens, but when. These budgets aren't just numbers on spreadsheets, they're warnings in plain sight. Nations aren't arming to flex. They're arming because they sense what's coming. From nuclear posturing to drone warfare, from sea lanes to satellites, this isn't routine, it's readiness. Readiness for a world order that feels like it's on borrowed time. The world isn't drifting toward conflict, it's accelerating toward it. And the military buildup? It's the only language powers are still fluent in. This isn't just about tanks, jets, drones, or missiles. It's about the power they intend to project and the lines they're preparing to redraw.